Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're diving into the heart of darkness on the US-Canada border. This isn't just another campfire tale. This is the border giant, Sasquatch'S fury. A brutal, blood-soaked encounter that left government agents fighting for their lives against an unstoppable force of nature. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and smash the bell, because stories like this will haunt your dreams. Let's get into it. In the dead of night, late summer 1996, the wild fringes of the Colville National Forest near Curlew, Washington, just a stone's throw from the shadowy US-Canada border, became a slaughterhouse. This remote stretch of jagged peaks and impenetrable woods was a smuggler's paradise. No fences, no cameras, just endless miles of untamed wilderness perfect for hauling drugs across the line. But on this fateful patrol, 3 hardened U.S. Border Patrol agents, Rogg, Miller, and Vasquez, were about to uncover something far deadlier than any cartel. Armed to the teeth with M4 rifles, tactical vests, and cutting-edge night vision goggles, the team tracked a tip-off about a fresh smuggling run. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, but underneath lurked a metallic tang of blood that set their nerves on edge. Hearts pounding, they pushed through the choking underbrush, following boot prints that suddenly veered off-trail into a moonlit clearing. What they found froze their blood: the mangled corpses of 4 smugglers, ripped apart like rag dolls in a frenzy of unimaginable violence. Limbs were scattered like broken branches, arms twisted at impossible angles, torsos split open with guts spilling onto the forest floor in steaming piles. Heads were pulverized into unrecognizable pulp, skulls caved in by blows that no human could deliver. Blood sprayed across tree trunks and arterial arcs, dripping from leaves like crimson rain. No gunshots, no stab wounds, just raw primal savagery. The agents gagged at the stench of ruptured bowels and fresh death, their radios crackling with urgent whispers for backup. What the hell did this? Vasquez muttered, his voice trembling despite years on the job. Then, from the tree line, a nightmare materialized. Rogg spotted it first, a colossal silhouette detaching from the shadows, over 12 feet tall now in this intensified retelling, with a hulking frame rippling under matted black fur that gleamed wetly in the moonlight. Its arms dangled like wrecking balls, ending in razor-clawed paws that could shred steel. The face, a grotesque fusion of ape and demon, glowing amber eyes piercing the dark like hellfire, a flattened nose flaring with hot breath, and a maw of jagged, blood-stained fangs that dripped with fresh gore. The air turned foul, a choking wave of rotting meat and musk that clawed at their throats, making eyes water and stomachs heave. The beast unleashed a bone-shaking roar, a guttural thunder that vibrated through their chests, echoing off the mountains like a war cry from the abyss. It wasn't just sound, it was a psychic assault, flooding their minds with visions of terror, as if the creature was delving into their deepest fears, whispering promises of agony. Paralyzed for a split second, Rogg snapped out of it and unleashed hell. Full auto bursts from his rifle at under 15 yards, bullets slamming into the giant's chest and skull with sickening thuds. But the Sasquatch didn't drop. No blood sprayed, no howls of pain, just an enraged snarl as it absorbed the hits like they were mosquito bites, its hide tougher than Kevlar. With lightning ferocity, it lunged, covering the distance in a blur of muscle and fury. Miller was first in its path. The massive paw swung like a sledgehammer, connecting with a crack that echoed like gunfire. Miller's body lifted clean off the ground, ribs shattering like brittle glass as he hurtled 20 feet through the air. He smashed into an ancient cedar with a wet crunch, his spine twisting unnaturally, blood erupting from his mouth in a violent cough. He hit the dirt in a broken heap, screaming in raw torment as shards of bone pierced his lungs, his legs twitching uselessly in the pooling crimson. The Sasquatch loomed over him, sniffing the carnage with a low, rumbling growl that twisted into something almost mocking. Like it savored the fear, its lips curling back in a sadistic grin, revealing teeth crusted with bits of the smuggler's flesh. Had it feasted on them? Toyed with them before the kill? Vasquez, adrenaline surging like fire in his veins, grabbed Miller's collar and dragged him back, firing wildly one-handed. Rogg emptied his mag in a desperate barrage, rounds ricocheting off the beast's impenetrable form. But the giant paused, its amber eyes locking onto them with intelligent malice, as if deciding whether to finish the job or let them suffer. In that eternal moment, the agents felt its presence in their heads, a wave of dread that screamed, "You're next. This is my territory." Then, with a final earth-shaking bellow, it melted back into the forest, leaving only massive footprints stamped in blood-soaked mud. They hauled Miller to an evac point, chopper blades thundering overhead as medics fought to stabilize him. He survived, barely, but emerged a shell of a man, paralyzed from the neck down, haunted by nightmares of those glowing eyes and that demonic roar. The agents buried the report deep, whispering it only to trusted insiders. No official logs, no investigations, just whispers of a cover-up, dismissed as a rogue grizzly or stress-induced hallucination. But deep in cryptozoology forums and border lore, the truth persists. Sasquatch isn't just a myth. It's a guardian of the wild, a furious giant that brutalizes intruders with unholy strength, defending the border's secrets with claws and terror. There are stories like this all over the country, woven with fiction and truth. What's really out there, and are these stories factual? Truthful? You decide. The truth is within the shadows.